Galaxy S24 Plus. With the grand debut of the Galaxy S24 Plus, Samsung once again asserts its dominance in the realm of smartphones. Building upon its rich legacy of innovation, the Galaxy S24 Plus emerges as the epitome of excellence, pushing the boundaries of what a smartphone can achieve. Its lightning-fast performance and groundbreaking camera capabilities, every aspect of the S24 Plus is meticulously crafted to deliver unparalleled quality. But amidst the excitement surrounding Samsung's latest flagship, questions linger. Can the Galaxy S24 Plus live up to the hype? Will it maintain its position as the benchmark for excellence in the smartphone industry? Join us as we delve deeper into the world of the Galaxy S24 Plus and uncover the secrets behind its undeniable allure. In the world of smartphones, the Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus has stepped into the spotlight, drawing comparisons to its predecessor, the Galaxy S23 Plus. At first glance, they seem like siblings, sharing a similar weight, size, and even camera setup on the back. Gone are the days of rounded, glossy edges. Samsung has opted for a new approach, embracing flat edges with a matte finish, reminiscent of the sleek design seen in the iPhone 15. This subtle yet striking change has captivated many, offering not just a different look, but a refined feel. The matte finish brings a touch of elegance, while the flat edges enhance grip and add a sense of sophistication. It's a small tweak that speaks volumes, elevating the S24 Plus to a new level of style and comfort. But beyond aesthetics, the S24 Plus maintains its reliability. With an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance and durable Gorilla Glass 2 protecting the screen, it's built to withstand life's challenges. Holding the Galaxy S24 Plus in hand, it's hard not to appreciate the premium feel it offers, surpassing even its esteemed competitors like the Pixel 8 Pro and the OnePlus 11. The screen on the Galaxy S24 Plus is one of the most eye-catching features, and for good reason. It's pretty amazing. With a 6.7-inch AMOLED 2X panel, it's a bit bigger than the screen on its older sibling, the S23 Plus. Plus, Samsung has really stepped up its game with this one. The screen can get super bright, going all the way up to 2600 nits, which is a lot brighter than before. And the resolution has gone up too, from FHD Plus to QHD Plus, which means the picture is even clearer now. It's like going from watching a movie on an old TV to watching it in super high definition. Even on gloomy days in Southwest Michigan, where the sun doesn't always shine, the screen on the S24 Plus shines bright. The jump in resolution is also noticeable. By default, the S24 Plus is set to FHD Plus, but you can switch it to QHD Plus for even crisper texts and images. It may not seem like a big change, but it really makes a difference, especially if you're reading small text or looking at detailed pictures. Samsung is known for making great screens, and the S24 Plus is no exception. It may not have all the bells and whistles of its Ultra sibling, like a slightly smaller size and no Gorilla Armor glass, but it's still an impressive display. And when you consider the $300 price difference this year, it's even more impressive. While Samsung did some serious upgrades to the Galaxy S24 Plus screen, the same can't be said for the camera. In fact, they're exactly the same as the ones on the S23 Plus. These cameras are pretty decent and are similar to what you'd find on the iPhone 15 Pro. They take great photos of still things like landscapes or pastries, but when things start moving, like a cat or a dog, the S24 Plus struggles to keep up. You might end up with blurry photos, which can be a bummer. The ultra-wide camera is cool because it captures a wider view, and the colors look good, just like the main camera. The telephoto camera lets you zoom in, but it's not super impressive compared to the other phones. And be careful with zooming too much because after a certain point, it's just a digital zoom and the quality gets worse. Lastly, the selfie camera is decent. It takes a sharp photo with nice colors, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. Overall, the cameras on the S24 Plus are okay, but they might not blow you away, especially if things are moving around. Inside the Galaxy S24 Plus, you'll find the Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, which is the top choice for all the fancy Android phones this year. It's like the engine that makes everything run smoothly. When you use the S24 Plus every day, it feels really quick. Apps open right away, and you can switch between them super easily, thanks to the 12 gigs of RAM. Plus, everything looks smooth and slick, thanks to One UI 6. It's like having a super powerful computer in your pocket. And when it's game time, the S24 Plus doesn't disappoint. Games like Call of Duty Mobile run amazingly well, even with the graphics turned up and the frame rate set to a super high 120 frames per second. And the best part? The phone doesn't get hot. Even after playing for a while, it's like having a gaming console in your hands. Let's chat about AI on the Galaxy S24. Samsung's big deal with all three S24 models is Galaxy AI. It's a bunch of AI features that help with the stuff like photo editing and translations. Some are really cool, some are so-so, and some are just not great. First up, let's talk about photo editing. There are two main things here: edit suggestions and generative edit. Edit suggestions gives you ideas for improving your photos, like adding blur or brightening things up. Generative editing lets you make big changes like moving stuff around or even taking things out of your photos. They can be really handy, and they mostly work well. Then there's translation stuff. Live Translate helps you with phone calls in different languages, while interpreter mode helps you with face-to-face conversations. Now onto some AI features in the Samsung keyboard. Here's this thing called Chat Assist that tries to change how you're writing, but honestly, it's not great. It can make your messages sound a bit weird sometimes. One cool thing that's not exactly Samsung's is circle to search. If you tap and hold on the home button, you can circle something on the screen and search for it in Google. It's pretty handy if you're not sure how to describe what you're looking for. Overall, Galaxy AI has some neat ideas, but it's not a reason to buy the S24 on its own. And keep in mind, Samsung may start charging for some of these AI features in the future. So while there's some cool stuff here, it's not the main selling point of the S24. The Galaxy S24 Plus comes with Android 14, customized with Samsung's One UI interface, specifically One UI 6.1. The one thing that is really cool is the quick settings panel. It's been redesigned to make it easier to use. The Wi-Fi and Bluetooth buttons are more noticeable, and there are shortcuts for things like dark mode and eye comfort shield. Plus, you can swipe from the top right corner to see all the settings at once, kind of like an iPhone. Another cool change is the always on display now shows the lock screen wallpaper, similar to how iPhones do too. It adds a bit of personality to the phone, and you can turn it off if you don't like it. One thing that's really cool about the S24 Plus is that Samsung promises to give 7 years of updates and security patches. That means it'll stay up to date for a long time, which is awesome. One of the coolest things about the S24 Plus is its battery life. Inside, there's a big 4900 mAh battery, which is even bigger than the one in last year's S23 Plus. And when you combine it with the super efficient Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, and the way the screen works, it's like having a battery that won't quit. Even if you're using the phone a lot, like watching videos, scrolling through social media, and playing games, the battery still lasts a really long time. With more normal use, the battery can easily last 2 whole days. And if you want to make the battery last even longer, you can make some small changes to the settings, like lowering the screen resolution, and you'll get even more juice out of it. Samsung really nailed it with the battery on the S24 Plus. When it's time to charge up, you can use fast charging to get your battery back to full pretty quickly. With the 45W wire charging, you can go from just a little bit of battery left to fully charged in just over an hour. Plus, there's wireless charging and even reverse wireless charging if you need to juice up another phone or some earbuds. It's pretty handy. So, what's your priority when it comes to choosing a smartphone? Is it the top-notch hardware, the stunning display, the impressive performance, or the outstanding battery life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We love to hear what matters to you most in a phone.